Hello there, my name is Peter, I'm the owner of the company Webeka. Today we'll be doing a small tutorial. We'll be building a page that will look something like this. It's going to be built on a custom template, and of course we're going to style it. So what I have here in front of me is a page, about page, put together using the WordPress, and I have a template, main page template. Now how I made the template? Fairly simple, just created a file within the file structure, called it temp_main. You can call it anything you want really, but I like the temp as the initial kind of precursor to the name. And template name, that's where I specify the template name, and we get a header. This is not necessary, and that's pretty much it. So now we can actually put some stuff here. So I'm going to add row and columns. I'm using Bootstrap to put this together. I'm going to include a margin at the top, margin top 4, and let's give this a title, H2. And we're just going to copy the website's title, just like that. So we have the explanation as well. Div class col12, and this is going to be margin top 4. And over here we're going to give it an H3 tag. There's going to be what is strengthening families, and we're going to actually modify this shortly to include advanced custom fields in here. But this time we're just going to add the initial text here, so we can kind of see how it looks. Yeah, so we have some Latin placeholder text. Okay, so let's have a look at how that looks. Okay, it didn't do anything. Because why? Main page template. Going to update it. There we go. Okay, so the next point of interest is the actual buttons there. So we're going to quickly program them in. I'm going to close out of the Photoshop because it's not needed anymore. Let's get the buttons in. So same thing, we're going to do some row, column. We're going to give this 12 for a small screen, take up the whole width. Then we're going to do col medium. We're going to do 4. So we're going to have 4, taking up 4 columns, which will be, which will give us 3 items in a row. Okay, so we will add another div tag. A main button, and this button will have a name like this. I'm going to go to CSS. Going to add this here. Okay, we can now work with it on the front end. Going to give it padding of 10 pixels, margin of 20. Going to also going to do with it text align center. Then we're going to give it a border, solid 1 pixel, maybe 2 pixels. Let's give it a color. Going to give it a min height. .75 pixels. Okay, and what else are we going to do with it? We're going to give it border radius 5 pixels, maybe even 15 pixels. Nope, that's too much. 10 pixels. There we go. Then we're going to give it a color, background color of, and the color of the link. No, it's not going to be black. It's going to be, let's do orange, maybe even green. I think green looks good. Font weight. Let's have a look at how this responds on mobile devices. Okay, I'm happy with it. I'm not very happy with the blue color here. I think it can be improved slightly. Maybe it can go orange or purple. Yeah, I think purple looks a bit nicer here. Okay, so that's done. We're going to take this, paste it here. Then we're going to also do, maybe we can give it some, the shadow as well. I like buttons that have shadows. Now we're going to have a hover element. So we're going to add a transition class here. Transition 0.9 seconds. And while we're here, we're going to give this hover attribute, so we can change the background color. For white, to white right now. Okay, let's have a look at what we have put together. Okay. Okay, and we also need to make sure that this acts as a link. So we're going to put a class. Okay, so we're going to be actually dynamically creating these buttons here, but for this quick demonstration here, we're going to just give it give an A to the first one. And what else do we need? We need to get this thing to become white so I can play with the color here. I want it to transition to orange. I think that will look nice. I really don't like the green to orange transition. It looks dirty in the intermittent state. So we're going to change the background color to blue. Let's see how this transition plays out now. Okay. Orange is a very complicated color. It creates dirt. It creates a dirty color between the transitions. Let's see if we can for state hover. Let's change this hover color to green. Let's see if this is going to look better. Okay, blue to green looks a lot nicer, so we're going to keep it this way. So we're going to keep it green on hover and blue on the default state. Okay, that's good. So we have just finished this small project here. What else do we need to do? We need to make sure that our H1, sorry, H2, actually this can be H1, so we can modify this here. This is going to be H1, H1 and H1 here. So it will be a little bigger. Okay, there we go. And we will now going to add a small space here at the very bottom, so that the page doesn't seem to be cut off, just like what it looks right now. It looks cut off. I'm going to take this, so that's the contain element. So we're going to give padding bottom of 50 pixels. And if we reduce the screen size, it still looks cut off. Let's give padding bottom of 100 pixels. Yeah, I think this gives a little bit more room here, more like 80. I actually had an attribute here, so contain Okay, excellent. So we have done this. Let's now convert it into advanced custom fields. For those of you who never worked with advanced custom fields, highly recommend. So we're going to go to add new. I'm going to give it generic, actually it's not, main page, page. This is going to show up when post template equals to main page template. I'm going to add a field. It's going to be title, because title is different from what the page is called. This is going to be a text field. Yep. So we're going to add another field. The next field will be header and the description, which will be basically an editor. Description. So this is going to be editor. So we're going to give it a visual in text, and we're going to add buttons. Buttons page, because pretty much all of the navigation pages will have the same structure. And this is going to be a repeater field. Repeater field will contain link, actually name, so button name, and it's going to contain link, and obviously that's going to be a link. And we're going to keep it as link URL. Okay, we're done. I'm going to click publish. Not yet. We're going to hide content editor. Okay, we're going to click update. Now let's go to pages. We were working on about. Okay, so there we go. So now right now we're going to go to our template. We're going to grab this. We're going to be. Why do I have two of them at the same time? That's redundant. That's not a good thing to do. Okay. I'm just going to grab this. And quite frankly, it's way too redundant. I don't like when things are redundant, so I'm not going to include this. The H3 will have to go. Just like that. Okay, and we're going to add a row for the buttons. We're going to add button name. That's why it's a good idea to start off with advanced custom fields right away. Add row, and we're going to add another row. So this one will be news, and this one will be this. Select a link, pound sign, pound sign. Okay, I'm going to click update. Now we can just delete this. We won't need it. PHP. The field. And what was that field? Description. Hopefully I spelled it correctly. And I think this was title. Oops. Let's see if we see something on the front end. Okay, we have title, we have description, excellent. And we have an empty button, which is this thing. Okay. To continue with it, I'm going to just go to one of the websites that I've built for another client recently, 6A Solutions, and I'm just going to copy some code from there. I just need a repeater code. I don't like to reinvent the wheel. I like to copy things that I've done previously. Okay, so if we have a row called buttons, oh, look at that, they even match. Buttons, yes. So if we have a row that's called buttons, we're going to output the buttons. Okay, so all of this will be replaced by this. And we have a link. and we have a text. Or is it the button name? I think I called it a name. Okay, so one thing to be aware of is the fact that this row has to sit outside of the while statement, but before the if statement, like this. Okay, let's see what happened. There we go. And it's linking to the right locations. Right now it links to the pound sign. So that's good. We've pretty much finished this first page. I'm going to give you an overview of how we can quickly compile pages. Let's have a look at a page called Community Systems. So pretty much a very similar layout we have here. So we're going to just take the community, take the same architecture that we have here, going to go to pages. I'm not sure why it keeps telling me that I haven't saved changes. I'm not sure what's up with that. Community Systems. And we're going to save it as a main page template, and all that we do is just add the title, we add the description, there it is, then we add the actual link URLs. So now you can see how quickly we can put multiple pages together that share the same architecture. And that's the power of the advanced custom fields. You can really build out a website fast. So right now if I go to Community Systems, there you go, see, we have just added our information into it. What I don't like is that the text over here doesn't appear centered. So I'll probably be working on that a little bit to make sure that it does appear centered. And that's pretty much how we can quickly put together multiple pages that share a similar architecture using advanced custom fields. Hopefully that was informative and you liked this small video. This is just a very quick introduction into advanced custom fields and how we can quickly put websites together. A more advanced version would be can be seen at this website that we put together. This one is also built using advanced custom fields. You can see how much more complicated the modules are. The website interlinks together. It has the different sections and has a very nice contact page, has a blog page, has internal articles. Pretty much everything is built in the same architecture as with advanced custom fields, as logos and things like that. Alright, if you liked the video, please hit the like button. I'm sure it was helpful for those of you who are learning how to build custom built websites. Thanks, take care, bye.